So we see cholesterol lab report. What is the meaning? How do you interpret it? How do you talk? What client is going to ask? What answers you will give to the client? So this is a comprehensive gold full body checkup. This is not platinum because in platinum you come to know what poisons you're having. So they have 27 poison list, and that gives you a very good. If any poison is positive, you know that your spouse is trying to kill you. Restrict to gold. In cholesterol, lipid profile. We call it a lipid profile to sound it better. So when the client comes to you, they want to know two things. One is everything normal? Now here something is abnormal, but still it is okay, manageable. Number two, what is the problem? If I don't do anything, what is the problem? So what is the likelihood that a patient will die if they don't take care? What is the likelihood that patient will develop a heart disease or a stroke or hypertension if they don't take care? What will happen if they don't do anything? That is the number one question they have. And number two, if they are conscious, since they have already come to nutritionist and dietitian, they will ask, what should I do? And if your answer is something out of the world, okay, complete overall of their system, they will not do anything. If your answer is after understanding what is their thali and modify their thali as per their preference, then only they will follow you and they will refer more clients. They will come to you because you want them to come to you more. So everyone has said them, oh, your cholesterol is, but actually they want to understand what is the problem. So you are going to talk to them. You are going to tell them what to do and explain them their lab report. They are more interested in their present, their knowledge. So in cholesterol, you will have majorly one is total cholesterol, and then total cholesterol will have triglycerides, HDL, LDL, and VLDL. Forget about VLDL as of now. HDL is high density lipoproteins, high density lipids. LDL is low density. VLDL is very low density. So high density lipid is good for you. It's a good cholesterol. LDL is bad cholesterol. Now, how much LDL is bad? That is a question. Here, for this lab, the reference value is 100 to 130, and it is 128. Oh, it is low actually. Okay, well, that's good. So, even if you have, I was unnecessarily worried about this slide. Yeah. So, even if you have borderline high, it's okay. Don't worry so much. Now, if you go to a physician, they will start atorvastatin or rosuvastatin. But every medicine, it has a side effect. And you have to take the medicine. The cost is involved. Other than the medicine, is there something else which you can do? That is the answer they are going to ask. They also want to know what is the implication of each of this molecule. Total cholesterol means all your cholesterol is high. Unless it is extremely high, you don't need to worry so much because something is going to be high. Triglyceride is the last thing that is going to get high. Typically, it happens in some hereditary disorders, something else, and some hopeless cases. What you need to worry about? HDL, LDL, and VLDL. So among the LDL and VLDL, what is more important? LDL, because it is more commonly affected, and the value is high. And the weightage. Now everything has given the weightage. What is the likelihood of you developing heart disease? What is the likelihood of you dying from heart disease in the next 5 years? What is the likelihood of you having a atherosclerosis? Likelihood of you developing stroke? That is the answer you want to know. For that, you should worry on two things. One is HDL and second is LDL. HDL should be high. How much high? Above 45 to be safer. Okay. Now, there are medicines available that will help you increase your HDL little bit. Atorvastatin, rosuvastatin, they work primarily at LDL, but they also help in HDL. But you know what the medicine says? The leaflets, you must exercise. So the key is actually for HDL is exercise, nothing else. Don't tell the client for HDL, you eat your bufa, sufa, gufa, and then olive oil, then avocado oil, and this oil which you have never seen, you have never tested, because you are so poor, you cannot afford it. You are a nutritionist, you cannot afford, and you tell the poor client to afford it. Yeah. 1 liter, what is the cost of your present oil? Sunflower, or groundnut, or soybean? Present 200, 150 to 200 is the range. This olive oil, 500 rupees liter. You're talking nonsense. And you cannot cook Indian food in that. And the taste will change. Not required. Okay. Avocado oil, it's extremely costly unless you are a hippie who is manufacturing avocado oil and selling the avocado oil. Don't give avocado oil. Don't be like that intern. You cannot afford the side dish where you have to put the avocado oil. So drink avocado oil like that. Yeah. Don't be like that intern who is advising the protein powder. Yeah, I understand you cannot afford the milk. So drink the protein powder with the water. Yeah. Don't be that intern. Unless you are selling it yourself. There is no reason for hippie oils. They are not vegan. They are not environment friendly. They are not less costly. They are not health friendly also. There is no scientific documented benefit for that. The only benefit which is documented is TikTok and YouTube. Because they are selling it, or probably they are doing it because they are earning money out of those ads. SDL, there is no magic formula, no medicine, nothing you need. You need exercise, enough strong. You exercise, you will develop your protective SDL. Now come to LDL. Cholesterol is high, LDL is high. Should I reduce my cholesterol consumption? Should I change my oil? That is a real question. Yeah. Should I reduce ghee, fats? Answer is no. So the source of LDL is not what you are eating. The source of LDL is your own body. You understand this? So what you need to do, ask the client, which oil are you using? So come to the sequence of the oils. Sunflower, rice bran, top. Soybean, groundnut, coconut, everything else. Palm oil, ghee, and all those. So ask the client which oil they are using. If the client says they are using the palm oil, then you tell them palm oil is much more saturated, is more harmful. You shift to one of these oils, either groundnut, soybean, or sunflower, preferably sunflower. If you like the taste, rice bran. If someone is at a groundnut, you ask the client, what is the reason for groundnut? It is because you have been using it since childhood, or are you open to switching it? There is no benefit of switching groundnut to soybean, so much benefit. So you need to understand that it's not the client who is going to switch the oil. It's the whole family. So is it feasible? Then you switch. Otherwise, fuck it. But obviously, if you are at a palm oil, for your whole family's sake, you need to switch it. Because the likelihood of you dying because of this thing is this much percentage. We will see that calculator soon. In next 5 years, what is the likelihood of you going to die? So for LDL, it's not about just you reduce your consumption. It's about which oil you are using. Number one, you shift to the higher grade oil. You shift to the better virgin oil. Higher grade oil doesn't mean costly, doesn't mean avocado, fancy HP levels oil. Not required, not necessary. Should not do, no scientific evidence or benefit. What you will do is, number one, you switch the oil. Number two, you reduce the ghee consumption. Ghee is another saturated. Number three, ask the client, what is your thali? If the client is eating eggs, so you remove the yolk. If the sugar content is high, excess sugars that becomes lipid in your body. So you want to reduce it. Ask the client, how's your fiber content? Because fibers helps you neutralize how it works, So fiber has two things. One is whatever you are eating, those excess oils and everything, they will get trapped in the fibers. That is one mechanism. The other mechanism, which many people do not know, is cholesterol, how it is lowered with the fibers. It's not through what you are eating because it is there in your body, right? So you have the liver. Near the liver, there is a gallbladder. It stores bile juice. Bile juice is rich in cholesterol and it secretes the bile juice, excretes the bile juice in your intestine. If you are eating fibers, this bile juice will get absorbed by the fibers and will not get reabsorbed by your intestine. You understand? So this is the mechanism of fiber, cholesterol, fiber. It is through the bile juice. It is not what you are eating. Okay? So internally, your cholesterol is not free cholesterol which is moving around. It is deposited at multiple places. And for that, there is a marker. We will come to that. Apolipoprotein B. We will come to that marker, which is there in the blood. But the LDL, it is in multiple places. So you want to extract it. You want to remove it. How you do it? You remove the reabsorption from the bile. You reduce the reabsorption of cholesterol from the bile. So liver secreting bile juice, storing in gallbladder. This gallbladder is stimulated and it secretes, it pushes the bile juice into the intestine when you eat. So if your first meal is fibers, first portion of your meal is fibers, fruits, vegetables, especially vegetables, then this bile juice will get absorbed on these fibers. The cholesterol will get absorbed and it will be excreted out. It will not get reabsorbed. But if your first meal is something else, then that absorption does not take place. So what are we talking is two things. One, you need to increase your fibers. You add 2 units in the morning, 2 units in the evening. 2 units can be 2 cucumber, 2 radish, 1 radish, 1 carrot, whatever you want, plus 50 gram lettuce or cabbage. You cannot afford lettuce. You don't like lettuce. You cannot buy lettuce. It's not available. Cabbage is also okay. Whatever you have, 2 units. Number 1 part. Number 2 part, you are adding the fibers. Number 2, you start your meal with the fibers. So the sequence has to change. Don't put your fibers at the end. Put it in the beginning. So you explain the mechanism. If you explain the mechanism, the compliance is much better. Otherwise, just add fibers and you eat it in the beginning. They don't remember anything. They have to remember you. They have to remember your name so that they refer other clients. They come to you again. So you have to explain them the mechanism of this liver, gallbladder, bile juice, cholesterol. So the objective of eating the fiber is absorption of cholesterol on these fibers and excretion. So that reabsorption of cholesterol is less. That's how you reduce your LDL. If LDL is much more high, you may need medicines. So atorvastatin, rosuvastatin, both the medicines are good enough. Your doctor will prescribe you. If you are already taking it, take it for 6 months, then repeat your lipid profile. You will see little improvement. You will not see drastic improvement. Okay, medicines does not support drastic improvements. In the leaflet of both the medicines, in the research study of both the medicines, they have mentioned that dietary changes, lifestyle changes, exercise is also required. It is conjoined. Exercise and lifestyle and dietary changes is conjoined to the medicine. Only taking medicine will not change your lipid profile. So what is the key? The key is lifestyle change, diet change, and exercise. That's a tough one. Joining a gym does not change your lipid profile. You have to exercise actually. You have to go to the gym. And to exercise, it is not necessary to join the gym. Unless you are a gym owner and you are earning money out of it. Don't tell people to join the gym. So you tell them exercise. What exercise can I do? Simply climb your stairs up and down. If you are doing it 1 time, do it 2 times. Do your gardening. Ask your dog to take you for the walk. Take your children for the walk. Take your spouse for the walk. Don't forget the leash when you're taking your spouse. All those things will help you reduce your cholesterol. There is one more mechanism for cholesterol, especially the fat deposition. So before the marriage, you were thin, lean, but suddenly after the marriage, there is a central obesity. That's a problem. So because of the stress, because you are stressed, the cortisol is released. Because cortisol is released, the adipose tissue gets deposited in the central part of your body. The hips, thighs, and your abdominal organs, and that is far more harmful. There is no test to measure it. The blood test does not measure your central obesity. That is something which you can observe. And if it is there, that is far more harmful. So what you do? Yeah, good answer. Good answer. Change the husband. So that option is there. And the other option is reduce your stress. Yeah, sir, but that involves changing the wife actually. Yeah, you can do if it is required. So reduce your stress. And if you cannot do both, then you can take consultation from one of our marriage counselors. They will help you reduce your stress without reducing your spouse. Or you can go to Amazon, buy my book, Relate Pillar. In that, there are 25 Relate Pillar tests to identify what is the problem between you and more than 300 activities to solve those problems. So important is to reduce your stress. The problem is not cholesterol. The problem is not obesity. Yeah. Once you are married, then people don't worry about obesity, right? So obesity is a problem only before marriage. The problem is your life expectancy. The problem is your quality of life. So people are not worried if they are obese, if they have high cholesterol. They are least worried actually. They think that this tablet will help them. So what is the role of nutritionist and dietitian? Why you are important? So the importance is lies in the calculator. So you show them the calculator. You tell them, are you male, female? Are you smoker, non-smoker? Are you hypertensive, non-hypertensive? Are you under treatment with for hypertension? Is it controlled, not controlled? Are you diabetic, non-diabetic? In diabetic, we are not asking the question whether it is controlled or not controlled, because diabetes, whether controlled or not controlled, you are, yeah. The last is the cholesterol. You understand? Now, cholesterol is just one of the factors. The other factors are also there. So when you are managing a client, don't stick to the cholesterol only. Don't stick to obesity. So you tell them, if you comply with what I'm going to tell you, your longevity will improve. The percentage likelihood of you dying in next 5 years because of heart attack or stroke is 4.5%. If you follow this, it will reduce to 1.5%. And this 3%, is it sufficient enough? That answer you have to give. How valuable is your life? How much you're earning? Smoking, male, hypertensive, without medicines, uncontrolled hypertension, diabetes, irrespective of control, irrespective of medicines, and high cholesterol. You will have more likelihood of dying. You will have more likelihood of getting a heart attack. You will have more likelihood of having stroke. So what are we talking of? We are not talking of now. We are talking of your 5 years future, 10 years future. We're talking of old age. When you're old age, do you want to be dependent? Do you want to enjoy your life? Last 5 years. So the question is sudden death versus gradual death. What do you want? Dependent life, patient life, 5 years suffering. So we are talking of quality of life now. So you want to follow my advice. You want to come to me for quality of life. You want to come to me to enjoy your life. If it is a male client, tell them that if you have high cholesterol, your performance will be reduced. Now they take it seriously. So if you are high cholesterol, if you have hypertension, whether you are diabetes or not, if you are a male, if you are old age, if you are a smoker, all these are factors for deposit. If you are a sedentary lifestyle, if you're a stressed person, if you're an anxious person, all these things will lead to deposition of cholesterol in your arteries. So which are the arteries going to get affected? Your performance, number one, because that is the tiniest artery in your body. One of the tiny arteries and very important. Number two is heart. Number three, kidney. Number four, brain. These arteries are going to get affected. Now, is there a way to measure this? Can I check what is the effect of all this on my arteries, on my capillaries? Now, coming to the capillaries. Okay. The answer is yes. How do you check it? How do you check someone's health in terms of capillaries? Retinoscopy. right? You have the eye, and behind the eye, that's called retina. Okay, the behind of the eye is called retina. That is so transparent, right? So you can see the capillaries with a ophthalmoscope, retinoscope. You can see the capillaries. This is eye specialist. And when you see the capillaries, you can identify what level of damage you have. There is a classification, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, and so on. So not for you, but you should tell the client that if you have damage in your arteries, that will show in your retinal. Okay, that is called retinopathy. So it may not affect your vision immediately, but this shows how is the performance of your capillaries and arteries. This shows how healthy is your heart, brain, and kidneys. Right? So we cannot measure the health of arteries in your kidneys, heart, and brain. We cannot do angioplasty regularly. You don't get such crazy clients frequently. So you do retinoscopy. You tell them. This also measures how much is the impact of your hypertension on your capillaries. Very simple. Now everyone has their own plan for cholesterol level lowering. Remember the simple formula. So you don't work for cholesterol, you work for the client. Try to understand what is the lifestyle of the client. Take their history, work pattern, their anxious, emotional turbulence pattern, their stress level factor. There are people who have either a tendency to have more stress or less stress. Take their history of diabetes, hypertension, family history, smoking, non-smoking. How is their performance? Whether they have breathlessness when climbing the stairs, all those things. So you are going to work for holistic approach. When you're doing the holistic approach, number one comes reducing the stress. Number two comes exercise, not the gym, not gym. Exercise is not equal to gym. Exercise at home. Whatever you can do, skip, push-ups, lift 1 kg weight, sufficient. Don't buy 4 kg, 2 kg weight. You will never lift it up. Buy 1 kg weight. That motivates you. Yeah, I will tell you the story now. So once I got really motivated, there was a girl who called me uncle in some event. I was like, okay, that is so bad. And the next day, same day, I was so much like, I'm going to join the gym now. But then I realized that joining the gym does not make me young again. So I will have to go to the gym. So no, not a good option. Then I went to the Amazon, bought the dumbbells. Okay, I'm a man. Yeah. So I have to lift heavy weights, 4 kg, 4 kg, 4 kg. And when the dumbbells came, it was lying there unopened for 2, 3 days. And the replacement return got over. And then I lifted it. I was like, oh, last day, I'm not going to do it. Then 1 month, the dumbbell was there on my table and I'm not lifting it. I realized that this is a problem. So go to 1 kg. So I bought 1 kg. No, it is so easy. Yes. My daughter can lift it. I can lift it. Wow, this is good. So it becomes very easy now. So that's my motivation. Then again, I became Bhaiya from uncle after this. True story. Whatever exercise you can do, you do it. If you want to do dumbbells, don't do heavy dumbbells, start with the light dumbbells. Object is to do exercise. Object is not to lift heavy weight, not to become WWF, not to grow muscle mass. Do whatever you can. Object is to reduce your stress level, to feel happy, to feel motivated, to feel happy and healthy. That's the objective. Don't keep objective you want to lose weight. Because when you are doing exercise, you may tend to increase weight. Yeah, because you lose fat and you increase your proteins, you increase your muscle mass, you increase your bone density, you're going to get weight. That is a demotivation. When you are on the path of fitness, don't buy a weighing scale. Yeah? That's some big tragedy people do. So every day they check their weight and nothing is happening. They drop out and that is the day they start eating Dominoes every day. Again, true story for next 1 year. And then one day you don't call Dominoes, Dominoes call you and say, ma'am, is everything okay with you? Are you still there? Married to the same person? We thought you're married to Domino's. You eat Domino's more frequently. You miss us more frequently. So don't buy weighing scales. Reduce the stress, exercise whatever you can. Number three is that to reduce your stress, also do some hobbies and some learn some new activities. Just because you're a nutritionist, don't forget that 50% of the problems are here, and 90% are in the marriage. So at least work on the 50% part, the stress part. Then come to the diet part. Understand what is the thali of the client. You increase the fibers. And don't increase too much. Okay, don't tell the client two bowl. Yeah, my bowl is so small, your bowl is so big. No. You tell them 2 units or whatever you want, day and in the evening. Start your meal with this. End of story. Right. Initially, in the morning, the first breakfast, you do not eat sweets in that breakfast. Now, most of your clients will be drinking tea and coffee. Don't tell them sugar free. Sugar free does not reduce your weight. It is like fooling yourself that sugar free will. The problem is not the calories of the sugar. The problem is the calories of the milk, the calories of other ingredients in the dessert. The sugar is not the culprit. The culprit is other things. Some of the clients, they have this hypothesis that fruit has healthy sugar, so I can eat more fruits. That also you need to eat in balanced. The another problem with any of the client is that there is a sugar craving. Now more sugar, more craving, more sugar, and this excess glucose is going to get deposited as cholesterol. So what you need to do is reduce your sugar cravings. Can you reduce your sugar cravings? Our simple five things are there: apple cider vinegar, cinnamon, lemon, and two more things. You can watch the previous recording. What are the two more things? Can anyone list, please? So there is one now for cholesterol, curd and veggies. Thank you. Now, how about? Okay, first we finish this thali part. Don't tell the client to reduce your cholesterol. Don't eat potato. Don't eat rice. They are habituated to it. They are addicted to it. They are going to eat it, and they need it. It will not suffice long time. So the problem is not the rice. The problem is the fat. So ask which oil you use. Ask whether you consume ghee. So you don't need ghee from your childhood to the adulthood. And if you don't eat ghee anytime, you will not have any deficiency. At our house, we don't buy ghee at all. Yeah, we buy much more harmful things like cheese and butter and egg yolk. So that's a separate. But ghee is not required. So if you are non-vegetarian, no problem, but you reduce your consumption. Don't tell stop non-veg. If you're non-vegetarian, shift from mutton to chicken. Try to shift from mutton to fish. Chicken is also. If you are eating eggs, remove your cholesterol. Don't tell the client reduce your chapati. They are not satisfied with that. That is something they will do for 7 days, 8 days onwards, again eat more. They will forget everything. So what you need to tell them, which will be comfortable and feasible for them. Always ask them, will you be able to do this? If you are recommending them to switch their oil, ask them which is comfortable for you. Are you able to follow it for the whole family? The whole family has to switch it, right? So one person cooking does not work. You are doing it because you are so motivated. Others are not. They came to you by mistake, actually. Now, interesting questions I'm going to ask. One, what about charcoal? So you eat activated charcoal. Now we talked about fibers. They absorb the cholesterol, and this cholesterol from the bite gets excreted in feces, stools. What about charcoal? So can we have activated charcoal, and this excess cholesterol will get absorbed on it, or the cholesterol or the lipid or the fat from the foods will get absorbed on it, and it gets excreted. Good idea? What is your opinion? Write down in the chat. Whatever is your yes, no, whatever is it. You can write down. it may be a good idea. Why not no? I know. So, okay, probably those people who are saying no, they are imagining the charcoal they are taking from their chula and eating it. No, madam, no, don't do such things. Yeah. So there are charcoal tablets and capsules available in the market, but there are two types of charcoal tablets. Okay. One is the activated charcoal with some enzymes, like uni enzyme. So this enzyme helps you break up your big molecules. And it helps for more absorption. Not good. So then there is activated charcoal, which is available only activated charcoal compound. Either it can be tablet or a capsule. You can still try from your chula also, but it should be like not the red. So definitely that mechanism is really solid. It absorbs the artificial externally what you have eaten, the fats, plus it will help absorb cholesterol from your body. I'm gluten-free person. I'm gluten allergic. So whenever a little bit I think that I'm exposed to gluten now, or I'm exposed to spices because I've eaten outside food. So I eat the charcoal tablets and it works really wonder. So next day, my trouble is less. I don't eat chili or spices or anything. So when I'm eating outside food, always a protocol, eat around 10 tablets of activated charcoal. So with the probably assumption that this will absorb excess fat plus spices and chilies, and my stomach, my intestine will be saved. So it is saved. But you cannot probably include it as a therapy to reduce your cholesterol. Otherwise, pharmaceutical companies would have done that. So the best part is in the absence of activated charcoal, you use fibers. But you can still try it because I don't see any side effect of that. Next to the charcoal, coming to the medicines. After the meal, try chocolate. Okay. So Darshana is, though she is a medical doctor, but she's talking of homeopathy principle. You cure your illness, you put someone more illness. Yeah. So she's saying to cure your cholesterol or obesity, you eat more chocolates. Very good, Darshana. I like it. Very good. So there is no reason that you should stop chocolates, yeah, dark chocolate, because you love it. You are eating it to feel happiness here. No problem. You do it. There is no contraindication. And I understand you are married, so you need to take dark chocolate for happiness, feel at least. Now the last part comes the medicine. So in medicine, there are two options. One is Ayurveda and another is allopathy. So allopathic medicine, atorvastatin, rosuvastatin, only doctors can prescribe it. Both the medicines, you can take it for 6 months and then test is the result. Both the medicines will help 10 to 20% reduction of cholesterol. They will not do magic. Both the medicines, leaflets and studies, all these clinical trials say that it must be along with, conjoined with your lifestyle changes, exercise, dietary lifestyle changes. So if the key actually is the dietary lifestyle and exercise, you should do that rather than going for the medicines. Some of the people, most of the people, they don't tolerate atorvastatin, rosuvastatin. They develop some intestinal problem. So you should avoid. Now coming to the Ayurvedic medicine. So which is Ayurvedic medicine very, very, very good for cholesterol? Can you write down, please? Without the brand name. Okay, you can use that. So Arjun Ras tablet. Dabur Arjun Ras tablet. Awesome. It comes in different companies. I am a fan of Dabur. So that's why it comes in Baidyanath, Himalaya, all those. So what does Arjun Ras does is exactly what you are at the bile juice level. Okay? So it helps secrete more bile juice. So more bile juice get excreted out of your system. Less cholesterol from the bile juice is absorbed back. And that's how it will reduce your cholesterol. It works really wonders. You can try it. You take Arjun Ras. Arjun Ras, the name is Ras. It's not a liquid. It's a tablet actually. Yeah. So take it twice a day, one 1 week, you will feel very light in your body. Yeah. Now, most of the people, they tolerate Arjunivas very well because, it is acting at the bile juice level, the gallbladder, more bile is secreted. So those who have delicate intestine, delicate system, they will have diarrhea. Uh, so you can, okay, very good. Pranav is asking about garlic. Yes, definitely garlic has been proven by many studies and research. It helps reduce your cholesterol. But there is a problem. How much garlic you can eat and still stay in your marriage. You are going to smell, right? So that's a serious problem. 1 clove of garlic per day, it works only on TikTok and YouTube. It doesn't work in real life. So garlic has a component which will reduce your cholesterol, but you will need to eat 4-5 cloves of garlic in the morning, 4-5 in the evening, empty stomach. And how to eat it? So people think that they cook it in their vegetable, that is sufficient. No, it has to be raw. Now there is a sequence to eat it. So you peel the garlic, chop it, keep it for half an hour. There is some molecule which gets activated when it comes in contact with the air. And this activated molecule is beneficial for your cholesterol. Just peeling the garlic and eating it doesn't help much. Cooking the garlic doesn't help much. Chop it, open it, keep it half hour, 1 hour, gets activated. Now it activated garlic. Same is for onion. So now we compare. So Jains who do not eat onion and garlic, do they have high cholesterol as compared to other population? Answer is no. Right? But if you compare those who eat garlic and onion on a frequent basis, so do they have protection? Many studies say that they have protection, but scientific control study is not there. Okay, there is one population which is not eating onion garlic, and there is a population which is eating onion garlic. So they have low cholesterol. There is no scientific solution. But both the things, they have some molecules which helps lower your cholesterol. And those molecules are probably better than atorvastatin and rosuvastatin medicines, right? So instead of taking medicines, you better take this garlic. Smell like a pig then. Okay, possible. Sometimes the medicine is here. I'll tell you the story and I can add story. My first job after MBBS was in a remote village, primary health center. Few medicines like crocin, some multivitamin, and some diarrhea medicine. That's it. And 2 injections. Yellow color, red color. Whatever is the content, I don't remember now. I remember only this. So any patient coming up in the clinic will have 1 injection. Yeah, the first visit, red injection, and you will. So first, I have to counsel them. I counsel them that it seems that you have your energy has lowered down because of exertion and the fever and everything. So we will give you red injection, and this will boost up your energy. So they ask some weird questions also, especially males. Will it boost that energy also? Answer is yes. And then they are like, and for not falling ill frequently, there is a yellow injection, right? So the next time the client comes up and so, sir, give me that red injection, because my energy level is gone down. I need to increase it. Sir, for my daughter or my son, sir, give the yellow injection because they fall frequently ill. Right. For any and every disease, that is the injection. Yellow and red. It works wonders. You don't need any medicine. You don't need anything. You don't need antibiotic. You have malaria, red injection. Your typhoid, red injection. Sir, केव्हा बरं होणार? When will I get recovered? Tomorrow. They are best today evening. So the best medicine is here. That's a placebo effect, right? So doesn't matter which medicine you take. Important is if you are happy, that will work. So you tell the client, this is what I'm going to tell you, and this is going to work for you. Even if you are going yellow injection. Sir, you are magical. Very nice. So then 20, 30 villages beyond the territory of that PSC used to come because they get healed. There is a magical injection, and that injection is vitamin B12. There was a time earlier I used to write in my prescription vitamin B and B6 and B12. And then slowly I changed my prescription to yellow, red. So I also came down to that level where I forgot what is the content of the medicine and I'm writing the color of the injections because that's what works. So if you want to prevent illness, yellow injection. If you're already ill, you want to recover, red injection. Then someone mentioned about some medicine, so that's the answer. Please ask some questions, then we'll continue. Few days back, one of my students, she asked, sir, what about green coffee? Have you ever tried green tea? Oh, sir, I don't like it. Have you ever tried black coffee? You're going to like green coffee. That's like a poison, madam. And it has no scientific evidence that it works. How do you know it is a green coffee is a green coffee? Many of the products in the market, which they claim they have certain things, they have certain benefits, they have some hidden molecule in it. And you don't know the side effect of that. There is some hidden medicine in it. And sometimes Ayurvedic medicine, they are frankly allopathy medicines. Many of the Ayurvedic medicines available in the market for autoimmune diseases, like vitiligo, rheumatoid arthritis, all those, they have high level of steroids. They have methotrexate. They have immunosuppressants. What is the side effect of steroid? You will get obese. You may have adrenal imbalance. What is the side effect of methotrexate? Not big. You may just die because of cancer. No problem. What is the side effect of immunosuppressant? Oh, no big deal. You may have developed blood cancer. 5-10% patients develop blood cancer. It's okay. You will not come to know you develop because of this Ayurvedic medicine. Because by the time you will be buried inside. So don't fall for the big heavy claims of certain products in the market, certain Ayurvedic medicines. They will create a magic, such a magic effect. There is no magic, nothing is going to happen. Yeah. You are hopeless, you're going to remain hopeless unless you change your dietary and lifestyle. There is no other magic. So you educate the client. Sometimes what happens is client comes to you and say that, ma'am, I have seen this product on YouTube or TikTok. What is it? So explain them this. It may work wonder, but it may have some product from somewhere else, either Ayurveda or Allopathy, which has extremely fast efficacy, but a lot of side effects. I will give you one example. Most of the crash diet, crash weight loss programs, they rely on certain molecules, certain things. And they say, we don't give you any allopathy medicine. We give you something our inbuilt. They are making it, right? And they are secretly putting some allopathy medicine in that, okay? Now, this product, it has high efficacy. It is proven in allopathy medicine also. But government has not approved this medicine because it has a lot of side effects. This lot of side effects may include liver failure, hypothyroidism, many others. Now, what is the problem with hypothyroidism? If you have hypothyroidism because of certain things, initially you will lose the weight. You get married. You stop the medicines because now you are gone to the new house. You cannot take your secret medicines with you. And then there is a rebound increased weight. There is a refractory increased weight. What is the rebound increased weight? The weight has lost earlier. Now it is increasing faster than before. And then you become whichever animal you don't like. Refractory means you, after this weight gain, initial fall and weight gain, you do whatever you want. Your weight gain you will not lose your weight. So that is refractory. What is example? Hypothyroidism. Another example is your basal metabolic rate has fallen down. Now earlier you were dieting, your basal metabolic rate was lowered. Now you shift your diet back. At some point you are going to come back to normal. Now your basal metabolic rate, so there is a excess calorie. So this will get deposited in fats. One. Hypothyroidism, your metabolism will be less. In hypothyroidism, it is inherent part of the disease that you will have obesity. You do whatever you want, exercise, whatever you want, you will not lose weight because thyroid is damaged. Only option is you need to start thyroid. So don't fall for this. So whenever a client says that, what is your opinion about this? You tell them this whole story. There is no magic. Now, you will find some clients who have certain conditions, genetic conditions, hormonal imbalance, where because of which they have high cholesterol or they have obesity. That needs to be taken care by endocrinologist. As a nutritionist dietitian, you can supplement their lifestyle changes, dietary changes. But endocrinologist role is there. Are my words not clear today? Words not clear or clear? Clear? Because I'm not able to hear my words clearly. Maybe some infection. Seriously, I'm very good. In the today's morning session, people could not hear anything. I asked you what happened. Said, sir, I went to, it was a psychotherapy session. So, sir, I was in a trance phase. And I lost orientation of time, place, what we were talking, everything. And yeah. You can now watch the recording and see that I was talking actually. Yeah, some place hard to hear. I can also feel that. Please ask some questions. Today I had no plan. Okay, I will ask you one question. How was your mood since last yesterday? There is no last yesterday grammar. Since yesterday evening, 5 p.m. How is your mood? Write down the chat. Are you disturbed, depressed, or worried, or something not good? Since 5 p.m. yesterday. I really believe some astronomical change has happened. And this is going to stay till Holi. And so, moody? Yeah, not well. Write down. I'm also not feeling good. I don't know what happened to me. So today I had no intention to take the class. But then I thought, no, if I take the class, I will see some smiling, good, cute faces, happy faces, and I will myself come to life. So that's why I've come. So if you're attending the class, attend with video. If you started your video, smile. If there are no questions, we'll end today's class. I was not in a mood to take the class, but I have taken the class. But if you have questions, I will gladly answer it. If you have easy questions, if you have stupid question, if you have foolish question, make sure you ask it because that question is more important. And I will sincerely answer it. I will not scold you, don't worry. Because I'm an average person. And in my childhood, I used to ask all the stupid questions to the teacher. So I like those who ask stupid, foolish question. And others are not asking because they are afraid to ask. If you ask easy, stupid, foolish question, you are my favorite. If you ask difficult question, I will tell you to read more. Good question, Madhumita. What is the right food to be taken in the morning as the first food? So whatever food you take in the morning doesn't matter as long as it is not sweet. It should not be sweet. The problem with the sweet food is that there is throughout the night, your glucose was at lower stable level. Right? And suddenly, if you eat sweets, there is a peak rise. And now you will feel lazy and you will not want to work because it has fried up your circuits. And then there is a sudden fall. So you will again feel so hungry that you want to devour everything. Yeah. You want to eat desserts. You want to eat more throughout the day. Because there was an incidence episode of high rise, high fall, glucose. Yeah. And your brain was exposed to this high rise, high fall, you will not feel good throughout the day. The best part is to start your day with a savory breakfast. Whatever you want. So now the question comes, can I eat tea and coffee? Can I drink tea and coffee? So answer is yes, but preferably you should avoid with milk and sugar. Preferably if you like. Otherwise it's okay. Continue. Don't mind. If someone has hypertriglyceridemia, as Bhave has one of the Bhave's client, 480. So they typically have certain other conditions here, right? So they have central obesity, they are inherently more predisposed for heart attack, they have certain hereditary factors, certain genetics that is causing them hypertriglyceridemia. There are certain castes, there are certain communities which are at risk. So you will need to visit endocrinologist to do that. Now, we forgot one part about lipid. See, your lipid is high. Total cholesterol is high, LDL is high, VLDL is high. Little bit higher, much more. But does this translate to your higher risks of heart attack? So to answer this question, we have one molecule, one marker called apolipoprotein B. So you measure that, apolipoprotein. Many of the lipid profiles, they measure it. Some lipid profiles, they don't measure because the cost of around 300 rupees gets added. So you have to order it, apolipoprotein. When you measure it, if apolipoprotein is a very sensitive marker, if it is high, you have more likelihood of heart attack. But there is still a hope. You can reverse by reducing your cholesterol by exercising, by shifting to healthy food. Healthy sequence of food. Sequence. Now in those sequence, you can take yellow injection, red injection, charcoal, Arjun Ras, or you can simply take fibers in the beginning. Okay, so Bhavana is asking, can we take tender coconut water in the empty stomach? Absolutely, there is nothing to worry. See, some glucose is not harmful. What is the problem with the people is people think anything sweet is harmful. No, anything sweet has the glucose. No, everything you are eating has glucose, dear. You eat chapati, you eat aloo, you eat anything that is going to have calories, that is going to have sugar in it. You eat fruits, that is going to have sugar in it, fructose. We are not the enemy of the sweet. Yeah. We are the enemies of high rise, high fall. And when we talk of high rise, high fall, we need to understand, even if something is, take example of curd and milk. Both have similar taste. Both for taste purpose, sweetness purpose, you assume both have sweet curd. Okay, sweet curd without added sugar and milk without added sugar. So for our tongue, sweetness approximately same. But if you take milk, there is a rise. It's not so rapid, but relatively more rapid than curd. Rise and fall. But if you take curd, the rise is gradual and the fall is gradual. You understand? So that's why the importance of glycemic index comes. So we want to eat grains, we want to eat food, we want to include fibers, we want to shift to something which doesn't cause your high rise and high fall. So coconut water is okay, even if you feel it is sweet. But probably a juice may not be okay in the morning. empty stomach. Coke may not be okay. For any breakfast, any meal, whether it is lunch, breakfast, supper, dinner, fiber first. For the simple reason, it will absorb your cholesterol and it will get removed from your system. Very simple. Another reason is it will reduce your sugar spike. It will reduce your cravings for the food. It will help you feel satisfied. So for your brain to understand that you are full, there are two things. One is the glucose level, and another is there are some receptors in your stomach. If it is full, if it is stretched, your brain thinks it is full. Have you noticed that sometimes you feel the stomach is stretched, you are full, but you still want to eat more? You have noticed that? That is because your sugar is not satisfied yet. Or you are experiencing the 90 minutes fall. So what happens when you start your meal with bread or something which causes your sugar spike and then rapid fall, maybe potato or chips or something. Then there is a rapid rise and rapid fall after 90 minutes. So this 90 minutes time is the time where you are going to need, you want to eat sugar. You have sugar cravings. You want dessert. You go to a restaurant, they bring you complimentary food. They know it. What is this complimentary food? This complimentary food causes rapid rise, rapid fall. Then you eat something. By this time, 90 minutes are gone. And the waiter comes and asks, would you like to have dessert? You say yes. Because you are at this 90-minute fall now. It's not you want dessert. Your stomach is full, but your brain wants dessert. Because there is a rapid fall of the sugar now. You understand? So that is what we want to prevent. Is it okay to have 1 teaspoon desi ghee in warm water, empty stomach? There are two problems in this question. Sincere question, but so one is that there is no scientific study to prove that empty desi ghee. I don't know what is the meaning of desi ghee and English ghee. So ghee is ghee for us. Okay. So ghee in warm water, empty stomach has no benefit. Number two, ghee is always harmful. Number three, it has not a single molecule which is going to benefit you, which you cannot derive from something else. If you don't eat ghee for lifetime, from childhood till adult, there is no problem. You will not have any nutrition deficiency because they are getting satisfied by other oils sufficient. Okay. Now it's like pasture eggs, cage-free eggs, antibiotic-free egg, country-free egg. It's like desi ghee and English ghee. All the ghees in the market, they write desi ghee. So I'm still searching which is the English ghee, Gori ghee. You know, Gora. Desi Manus versus Gora Manus. So I'm still searching where is this Gora ghee. There is nothing here. All the ghee come from cow and the ghee does not come from desi cow. Okay. So there is a breed of cow. I have 60 cows by now. So now I have understood the concept of breeds of cow. So there is a desi cow, which is the least quality of cow. It gives less milk. It bears less child. It gives milk for less months after each pregnancy. You don't want desi cow. You want Jersey coming from Germany. You want Holstein Jersey coming from Germany and India. You want something else, Girgai and all those things, right? But still, we are counting it as desi only. So probably desi means coming from India, or it's a marketing tactic. All the companies, they write desi ghee. You write them mail. Can you explain what is a non-desi ghee for you? So I'm still searching for Gora ghee, Gori ghee, whatever you call. So still not found. Desi gai ka ghee. So Taranjit is going to call her grandmother and say, there is no point of desi. There is no point of ghee. There is no point of desi ghee on empty stomach. If you must have something on empty stomach, the good thing, I'm not talking of sugar now. The good thing for your intestine, good thing for your brain will be warm water, honey, lemon, and ginger. That will be a good start. Right? And honey also doesn't cause so much rapid rise, rapid fall. Plus, it is good for your intestine. If something is good for your intestine, your cilias grow. Your nutrient absorption is good, right? Your skin is good. So if you tell people that your stomach will be good, they're like, if you tell people your skin will be good, they're like, aha, I want to listen to this. I must try this. So Taranjit is going to shift from her desi ghee to her desi shahad. देसी मक्खी से बना हुआ शहद. ये शहद कनाडा में नहीं बनता है. इंडिया की भारतीय देसी मिट्टी में देसी मधुमक्खी ही हमारा शहद बनाती है. So in shahad, you can experiment all the brands. Yeah, keep it in freeze. If it freezes, it's not shahad. Most of the brands I have tried and tested, everything freezes in the freezer. But I'm still stuck to Dabur because I'm just a fan of Dabur. That's it. Don't buy the loose shahad. Yeah, just because someone, a wanderer, is selling you loose shahad, doesn't mean that it is a good quality shahad, good quality honey. You don't know what thing they have mixed in it. Plus, they are not purified. The wax may not be suitable to everyone. Plus, the hands, contamination. They do not know the concept of washing their hands. So better to take it branded, obviously, whichever brand you trust in. See, even if you drink sugar syrup, thinking it is honey, it will have good effect only. Don't forget the story of yellow injection and red injection. Any questions? So Bhave is asking brand name about the charcoal tablet. I'm yet to find any good brand names. Good. I'm still experimenting. I will tell you if I found it. Because most of the charcoal tablets in the market, they are not sterilized. They cause infection by themselves. Then most of the capsules, so-called charcoal, you don't know what is inside actually. And the capsule content itself, you don't like. Gelatin, you know. And how many capsules you can take? Tablet, you can take 10. But capsules taking 10 is tough. One is not sufficient. It's like then yellow injection, red injection. Just because you take one capsule today, you're going to feel light tomorrow. So I'm not recommending you to use charcoal tablet, but I will tell you which conditions I use. So since I'm a gluten-free and since I'm extremely sensitive to any spice, red chili, green chili, or any spice, whenever I eat outside, I take 10, 20 charcoal tablets. So in the assumption, probably, that these spices will get absorbed to the charcoal, will get escalated out. But you can do some crazy experiment on someone. You have guinea pig at your home, you know who's that guinea pig, and you can feed them charcoal and check their cholesterol after a few months. See what is the result. Karanjit is still thinking who is that guinea pig. So you are not married, so you will not understand. Forget it. Any other questions? So I know we are going to end today's class early, but I had to fight with myself to take today's class. I was not in a mood. You know. Continue attending Sunday classes. Don't miss out. And if you wish to learn psychology counseling, you can talk to me. Wednesday classes, awesome book. You will learn how to counsel the client for every condition. All the conditions you're going to learn. In psychology counseling, we don't teach you theories and models of counseling. We teach you actually how to counsel the client, what to talk, how to diagnose the client, what are their questions, how to answer, what are the best answers, what are the management things you tell the client. Then what is the conversation script? The script of conversation between client and counselor, you know, for every condition. Anxiety, stress, depression, OCD, bipolar disorder, ADHD for adult, ADHD for child, ADHD for adolescent, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, eating disorder, personal disorder, schizophrenia, loneliness, hopelessness, all those things you learn. You will love it. And if you are providing a service, it's a good service. Nutrition, dietetics, psychology. So more than 90% of nutrition dietetic client, they need counseling because they are married. And 50% of the trouble in your life, they comes because of psychology, emotional turbulence, which is coming. The remaining 50%, you know what is the cause. There is only one cause, one person. See you then. Have a great time.